guys, so today I'm going to be running struct program. So we're going to try, and first of all what we want to do is we need to include our library. So I'm going to be including our stdio.h, and now I need to declare our main function. So now we need to declare the struct. So from what we've learned that struct, we have to define the data. When I talk about instructions, that we have to give compiler first to let him know the things that our struct variable is going to be having. So I'm going to be doing that now. So let's use struct gym, and here I'm going to be writing the data type. So here we're going to have id, integer id, and we're going to have name, so chart name, and this name is going to have 15 size. So it's going to have 15 size, and I also need to float the weight. So here, so now I've defined this, and because this is just a statement, we have to use semicolon here. So now I'm going to declare the struct variable. So we're going to use struct again, and now we're going to apply the instruction struct gym. So this actually means the instruction, and here I'm going to be using customer, and now this declaration of this variable. So now we've declared this variable. Now we need to assign values. So I'm going to assign values. So when we want to assign values, we need to mention the name of the variable first. So course dot the variable we want to assign. So if you're trying to assign id, then it's going to be dot id. If you're trying to assign name, so it's going to be dot name. And since name is a character array, name is a character array, so we're going to be doing that one by one, and we are also going to explore how to do that in a separate way. So here I'm going to insert an id. So course.id equal to 25, and weight, so I can actually use weight, course.weight equal to 60.5, and character. So now this is a character. So for us to do this, we have to do this in a special way. So we're going to need to insert strings. So for us to use strings, then we have to use string copy. So if you don't know string copy, watch my intermediate playlist where I talk about string copy. So here we need to use that because this is an array of characters, so I need to use string copy. And if we are going to be using string copy, I'm going to be needing to use from string.h library. So include string.h, so it's going to be string.h, and I'm going to be needing this. And now I'm going to use string copy. So here, so it's going to be strcpy, and I'm going to copy that inside this. So the destination is course dot name And what I want to insert is, you know, let's say I'm trying to insert John, so the name of this customer is actually John. So this is the name of the customer, and here that's my string copy. And now I'm going to be printing the values. So let's say I want to print the values. So also we also need to, to use function. So we need to define function to print this so that we don't need to, you know do all these steps every time. So we're going to be doing that, but first of all I'm going to use function, print function first, and let's see what's going to happen. So here I'm going to be writing the name, so name, and I'm going to be using string specifier, and also I'm going to write id. So id, I'm going to be using integer specifier, and then I'm going to write some weight. So weight, oh that's not correct. So I'm going to write weight, then I'm going to be using float. So I'm going to be using float. So maybe this time I'm going to be using two floats, and here we need to use dot. So now now I'm going to indicate the variable I'm trying to display. So I'm going to course dot name. So course dot name, and here I need to indicate the id. So course dot id, and course dot weight, So that's it, and I have to return 0, and I'm going to be running this. So it's okay to sometimes this dots, or there's always like the syntax error sometimes. So when you start working with programming, it does not always work, the way we expect. So it does not always work, and because of that, we we need to take note of that. So it's not that it always work straight away. Sometimes you might miss something. There's one thing that you need to correct. Let's say here now I'm supposed to put dot here, and I put it at the wrong place, and now I'm having different thing. So because of that, I'm having different thing. So now I'm having what I'm supposed to have. So now it works. So this is how it works. And also, if you want to display kilogram at the end of it, let's say I'm trying to indicate kilogram here. So it's going to give me that. And so this is how we use structure, and you guys see that it displays the name and the id. So let's say I'm trying to make this more, and I'm trying to make sure that this actually makes sense. I can actually do this, and so that it makes sense. Okay, the name, so this is supposed to be here, and id, so this, and this is weight, and this one, so that it's going to be easier for us to read. So now I'm going to be having yeah, so now this is the name. So this is the name John, id 25, and weight 60.5 kg. So this is how we use structs, and this is just the practical part. This is just the beginning, and we're going to be talking about we're going to be doing functions. So we're going to do struct printer function, and we're going to be talking about pointer nested struct in my next video. So just subscribe so that every time I upload video you're going to get a notification, and then we're going to learn together. Thank you. See you guys later.